Stay tuned to see how to make sugar-free cinnamon buns. You'll need salt, coconut sugar, coconut syrup, any kind of Pam or canola oil spray, any kind of milk, I'm using almond milk, cornstarch, cinnamon. You'll need a package of fast rising yeast. You'll need lemon extract, cream cheese, I'm using the 1/3 less fat, butter, a stick of butter, and you also need all-purpose flour. Pour the milk into a small pan and put it on medium heat until it starts bubbling. Not boiling, but bubbling. Turn off the heat and then add the butter and let it melt. In your mixing bowl, pour in the flour, the palm sugar, the yeast, and the salt. And then you're going to mix it well so it all combines. Then put in your egg, mix some more, your water, let it mix. And then you're going to pour in the milk and butter mixture and then mix it very, very well until it's all combined. Don't forget to scrape the bowl. Then I switch over to my tool that kneads dough once everything is combined, and I'm going to let that knead for 5 minutes. I'm just going to add the remaining flour as well, a half a cup at a time. Again, don't forget to stop and scrape the sides of the bowl. Again, just going to let it knead for about 5 minutes. Then when it's done, just going to put a damp paper towel over it, and I'm going to put it in a warm part of my kitchen to let it rise for 10 minutes. While that's rising, I'm going to make the cinnamon filling. I'm just going to use my palm sugar again, or coconut sugar. Same thing. Some people call it palm, some people call it coconut. I'm going to add my cinnamon. And the cornstarch. And I'm just melting my butter. Just put it in the microwave for a little bit just to make sure it's really soft. And I'm just mixing it around with a fork and getting it all combined. Now you can double, if you like a lot of the cinnamon, you can double this recipe. I'm trying to make it a little bit more low calorie so I don't go overboard with the cinnamon filling, but definitely feel free to double it. And I'm just putting some flour on a clean surface, and I'm taking the dough that's after 10 minutes of rising, and I'm just going to pour a little bit more flour on top of it so that my rolling pin doesn't stick to it. And I'm just going to roll it out flat. You want it about 1/4 of an inch thick. You can make it thinner, of course, as well. It's really up to your preference. Once you've got it to the thickness that you'd like, then I'm just taking the cinnamon filling and I'm going to place it on the dough. And I find that the hands work best with this, so you're going to get a little messy. once you've got it spread, you're just going to take one end and start rolling it. This dough is really easy to work with, so you should have no problems rolling it. Then you can take a little bit of water if you'd like to help seal the ends, just moisten the ends and that'll help seal them. And then I'm just going to take a sharp knife get the sharp knife and just cut the cinnamon rolls. Again, it's really up to your preference how thick you'd like it. I usually do about 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to grab my 9x9 dish that I sprayed with the canola spray so that it doesn't stick. And I'm just going to place the buns in the dish. And once that's done, you're going to take the same moistened paper towel and you're going to place it over the buns. And again, you're going to put the buns in a warm area in your kitchen and let them rise for about 30 minutes. And this is what they look like once they've risen. So they should blow up and fill in the pan. Now they're ready to go in the oven. Just place them in a 365 oven. Usually takes about 25 minutes. Make sure you put a cooking baking sheet underneath because the cinnamon does drip out sometimes and will get on the bottom of your oven if you don't. And while that's cooking, I'm just making the icing on top. And again, this is really your preference, so if you like a lot of icing, you can double this recipe, but I take a 1/2 stick of the cream cheese. Then I'm going to add the lemon extract. And this is really just up to your flavoring and how much lemon you like, how sweet you like this. And then I'm also adding the palm syrup. And the measurements I'm using are all going to be below in the description box. But again, this is really up to taste. So if you, once you mix it and you like it a little bit sweeter, or maybe you like it a little bit more lemony, you can add more lemon extract or palm syrup. And you just mix it, whip it very well with a egg beater. And you just want to keep whipping it around till there are no more lumps. So it's important to take your cream cheese out and your butter and let it soften on the counter. So you're using softened cream cheese. Again, you can taste it and see if you wanted to add any of the palm sugar or lemon extract. So I'm adding just a bit more palm sugar because I want it just a little bit more sweet. So the buns are out of the oven and they're all cooked. Then right when they come out of the oven, I'm going to place the icing on them. So that it can melt. Some people like to take extra cinnamon filling and pour it over the cinnamon buns before they cook it. And that's it. It's really simple. It takes about 90 minutes. I hope you enjoy.